Meanwhile, an important spotlight is being shown on the deadly animal experiments funded by Dr. Fauci's NIH. Morgan Island in South Carolina, also known as Monkey Island, is inhabited by free-range monkeys. The island is also the site of apparently brutal monkey testing and abuse, all funded by Fauci's NIH. The animal experiments have cost American taxpayers nearly $100 million since 2007. Now, South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace sent a letter to Dr. Fauci requesting information about this disturbing testing. And the Congresswoman joins me now, along with Justin Goodman, White Coat Waste Project's Vice President of Public Policy. Great to have you both on the program tonight. Congresswoman, as I understand it, you recently took a trip to Morgan Island. Tell me what you learned about what's going on at Monkey Island.
Well, for decades now, folks in the Lowcountry in South Carolina, we all knew about Morgan Island, nicknamed it Monkey Island, but we've been told year after year that this was, local lore was that this was a sanctuary for these rhesus monkeys. As recently as 2019, there were local articles saying that the idea that there was research on these monkeys being done there was ridiculous. Well, come to find out, due to the good work of White Coat Waste, they've exposed that up to 600 monkeys a year are taken from this island and used in gruesome experiments where they're injected with diseases and later killed. And it's disgusting and gruesome. And because Dr. Fauci, we sent this letter off a few weeks ago, he had yet to respond to that or my Beagle puppy letter. So we decided to go down there and see it for ourselves. And Justin was with us yesterday.
Justin, what do we know about these experiments? What types of experiments are being conducted on these monkeys?
So what we've exposed using the Freedom of Information Act is a paradise to pain pipeline for primates that starts at Morgan Island and ends in Dr. Fauci's laboratories. We're talking about experiments at taxpayer expense that include infecting monkeys with Ebola, Lassa virus, that are incredibly fatal, and these are the most painful experiments in the entire federal government. They're experiments that involve inducing significant pain and distress and then intentionally withholding pain relief from the primates while they slowly die or at the end when they're killed.
Yeah, there's a disturbing image on the screen right now, I believe, of a monkey that's clearly endured some pretty horrific treatment. Congresswoman, I'm curious what response you're going to get from Dr. Fauci. And, I think for many of us watching right now, I want to get both of your response to this. Clearly, we need to prioritize humans over other animals and learn how to fight diseases for humans. Where and how do we draw the line of learning what types of medicines will work on humans while possibly, and in many circumstances, conducting tests on other animals? Where does that ethical line exist?
That's a great question. I will tell you personally, I can't look at the images of these rhesus monkeys who are used in these experiments or the Beagle puppies or the dogs that we've uncovered with the help of White Coat Waste exposing these sick treatments of animals. It breaks my heart as an animal lover, and I've worked on a lot of animal rights legislation. When Dr. Fauci didn't respond to our letter about the Beagle puppies, the 44 that were killed where their vocal cords were taken out so their cries and barks couldn't be heard, and then they were injected with drugs and then killed and dissected. He never responded to that letter. So I filed legislation to ban the testing of dogs at C and D level experiments where they're either killed or injected with horrible diseases and given so much pain. We'll do the same thing here. This is a bipartisan effort. I'm working with Republicans and Democrats together on these issues. And if we don't get a response from him, the next step will be to file legislation to make something happen here and improve the lives of these monkeys who we've been misled down here in the Lowcountry on what was truly going on.
I hope you do get that answer. And Justin, I'm going to ask you to answer that same question. Unfortunately, we don't have a ton of time, but I would love to hear from you where that ethical line should exist.
Well, cutting taxpayer waste on animal experimentation is going to benefit animals and human beings. The NIH itself admits on its website, you can go and read it, 9 out of 10 drugs that pass animal tests fail in humans because they don't work or are dangerous. So it's an incredible waste of taxpayer dollars, animal lives, and it's making patients wait, suffering while animals are tortured for no good reason, and good drugs that could have passed and gone into humans are discarded because they don't pass animal tests. So getting away from this type of wasteful testing is a win-win for everyone.
I think everyone I know is an animal lover. I think everyone I know also understands the importance of saving human lives. So, Congresswoman Mace, I hope you do get answers. I hope you do find out exactly how these tests, to use Justin's word, are serving the purpose of saving humans' lives necessarily. Thank you both for shining a light on this tonight.
Thank you.